When a man comes in your dream, it means, Part 1, the story. It started quietly, just a dream. Or at least that's what Maya told herself the first night she saw him. She didn't even know his name, a face she had seen only once at a cafe months ago. But in her dream, he wasn't a stranger. He felt familiar, like someone she had known all her life but somehow forgotten. That night, she woke up at 3:17 a.m., heart pounding, his image still vivid in her mind, the way his eyes looked at her like he could see everything she was hiding. It wasn't romantic in the usual way. It was deeper, silent, almost spiritual. The next night, he came again. Same place, same look. This time, he didn't say a word, just stood in the distance while she tried to walk toward him, but her feet wouldn't move. When she woke up, she could still feel his presence, the kind that lingers in the air even when no one is there. Days passed, and Maya couldn't focus. She was tired, distracted, constantly wondering, why him? He wasn't someone she had ever dated or even talked to. Just a brief encounter, a passing glance. So why did her subconscious keep calling him? Her friends laughed it off. Maybe your mind just picked a random face, they said. But deep down, Maya felt it wasn't random. It was a message. One evening, after another restless day, she decided to write everything down. Every detail she remembered about those dreams. His clothes, his eyes, the way he looked at her like he wanted to speak but couldn't. The dreams felt like unfinished conversations. And somehow, every time she woke up, she felt emotionally exposed. Maya began researching dream psychology. She learned that seeing someone repeatedly in dreams can mean your mind is trying to resolve unspoken emotions, feelings that were left incomplete, energy that was never released. But she also stumbled upon something more spiritual. That sometimes a soul appears in your dreams not to disturb you, but to connect with you. To remind you that energy never lies, that some bonds exist beyond time and words. That night, she whispered before sleeping, "If there's a reason you come, show me what you want me to see." That night, the dream changed. This time, he was closer. The same man, come quiet, with that familiar look in his eyes. But now there was light all around him, like he wasn't human but energy, like her heart had painted him with emotion instead of memory. "Maya," he said softly, "you're not dreaming me. You're remembering me." She froze. "Remembering you?" He smiled faintly. "Every emotion you suppress becomes a dream. Every thought you bury find a way to speak. You saw me once, but your soul recognized me. You looked at me with a heart, not the eyes." She couldn't speak. The world around them felt weightless. "Then why do you come?" she whispered. "Because you still search for meaning in something that was only meant to awaken you," he said. "You're not missing me. You're missing the feeling I reflected in you. Peace, curiosity, connection. I am only the mirror." Maya woke up in tears. It wasn't sadness. It was understanding. For the first time, she realized the dream wasn't about the man. It was about herself. She had been lonely, disconnected, feeling unseen. That stranger had been the image her subconscious used to remind her of what she longed for. Warmth, understanding, someone who truly sees her. And yet, it still felt spiritual. Because how could her soul know someone's face so vividly, remember their eyes so clearly, after only one passing moment? Over the next few days, the dreams continued, but lighter now, more peaceful. Sometimes he would smile and walk away. Sometimes he would just fade into the distance as she watched calmly, without fear. Each dream became less about chasing him and more about listening to herself. She stopped trying to interpret it. She simply felt it. And with time, something strange began to happen. She stopped thinking about him during the day, and the dreams slowly disappeared. But one night, months later, he appeared again. Just once. He looked at her with that same deep gentleness and said only one line. "You've finally healed the reason I came." and this time Maya smiled. "Thank you," she whispered. And as he turned to leave, she realized he was never leaving her. He was becoming her peace. Part 2, the meaning, psychology plus spiritual understanding. When a man appears repeatedly in your dreams, it's never random. It's a reflection of emotion, energy, and subconscious messages that your waking mind hasn't fully processed. Here's what it can mean, both psychologically and spiritually. Brain 1. Psychological side. Your subconscious mind uses faces and people to represent emotions. The man might symbolize safety, desire, understanding, or even unresolved feelings from your past. If you dream of someone you barely know, it's often because that person triggered a strong emotional response within seconds. Curiosity, admiration, comfort, or recognition. Recurring dreams about someone indicate that your mind is replaying an unfinished story, maybe an emotion you didn't get to express, or a thought you never resolved. Sparkles 2. Spiritual side. Spiritually, dreams are energy connections. When you keep seeing the same person, it may mean there's a vibrational bond, two energies that have met beyond physical reality. Sometimes your soul recognizes a soulmate, twin flame, or karmic lesson, not necessarily a romantic relationship, but a divine connection meant to awaken something within you. The dream may not be a message from them, but a message about you. It shows what part of you they awakened: love, longing, intuition, or awareness. Growing heart 3. Emotional message. When someone comes into your dreams, especially a man who feels emotionally significant, it means your heart is trying to show you the part of yourself that still remembers what love felt like, even if it was only for a moment. It's not always about reunion. Sometimes it's about recognition, your soul recognizing the energy of love itself, reflected in another's face. Milky Way, final thought. Dreams are not just visions. They are conversations between your heart and your higher self. When a man keeps appearing in them, it's not always because he's thinking of you, but because your soul is learning something through his energy, something about love, healing, or your own depth. And when you finally learn what that emotion came to teach you, the dreams stop, not because he's gone, but because the message has been received. Subscribe now to Psych Secrets and be part of a journey where every video inspires you to see life with a new perspective.